Hello and welcome back to another episode of Skyrim. Alright, so today we're actually going to head up to hrothgar, which is, that's a lot of steps going on. I think it's 7,000 steps or something.
While you're under our roof?
You ever settled down to have children?
Yes, Mother.
Okay, but I think it's 7,000 steps to get up there, so
On your way up the 7,000 steps again, Clement?
yes, it was.
Not today. I'm just not ready to make the climb to High Hrothgar. The path isn't safe.
Aren't the Greybeards expecting some supplies?
Honestly, I'm not certain. I've yet to be allowed into the monastery. Perhaps one day. Passing through on your way to High Hrothgar? About to make a delivery up there myself.
What deliveries do you make?
Mostly food supplies like dried fish and salted meats. You know, things that keep fresh for a long time. The Greybeards tend not to get out much, if you catch my meaning.
In return?
Well, it's kind of an understanding between us. I mean, it just wouldn't feel right to charge them for a bit of preserved food. Trouble is, my legs aren't what they used to be, and climbing the 7,000 steps takes its toll. Really? Well, that would be kind of you. Here, take this bag of supplies. At the top of the steps, you'll see the offering chest. Just leave the bag inside, and you're done.
Alright.
Be careful up there.
Right. Just go ahead and drop a quick save very quickly. And I want to go ahead and check out this cave over here before I start heading up the 7,000 steps. Because you don't know, there might be something cool over here. How is it that I can carry more with the shield equipped? Makes no sense. Just drop some stuff. Just shoot fireball at the bear. Get your shield back out. There we go. Man, it's so good playing Skyrim again. I started playing through Fallout 4, and I really love that game. Which, it's kind of weird, because I used to hate Fallout 4, simply because it was in New Vegas, and it did things differently than New Vegas. But not anymore. Now I love Fallout 4. I wouldn't say Fallout 4 is my favorite Fallout. Nowhere close to that. New Vegas is still my favorite. But I love Fallout 4. Like, I love Fallout 4. I love what it did. Still don't like the story of Fallout 4, but Bethesda games don't really have great stories, like at all, so it doesn't really make sense to me to hate Fallout 4 for how bad the story is, but then be okay with Fallout 3, Skyrim, and Fallout 76 not having that great stories either, but loving those games. Yeah, I've been replaying Fallout 4 and I've been really loving it. I've been really loving Fallout 4. But it is really nice to come back to Skyrim. Okay, let's drop a quick save. Just start heading up. I do honestly like the 7,000 steps that you have to climb just to get to the Greybeards. Kind of just like, are you worthy enough to reach them? You know, I should probably sell some stuff. Because I'm carrying way too much stuff right now. Or I can drop the steel plate armor. Yeah, that took away a lot of weight. Honestly, I think one of the first things I'm going to do, like right after meeting the Greybeards, is getting my house. Because I need somewhere to put all this stuff. Especially all the stuff that I have for blacksmithing. Because I can't sell any of that because I'm using it for blacksmithing. But carrying around all that stuff is too heavy.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar.
Thanks. But did you hear the Greybeards called Dovahkiin?
I did. Strange days when the monks will do that. I wonder what it means.
It means Dragonborn.
I like to spend time up here. Walk the steps. Meditate on the emblems. Doesn't hurt when I bag some game along the way. They're not the sort to take visitors. But I never go that high up the path anyway. Some folk who make the trip leave them food or other essentials. But not to make conversation.
You're not really that far up, honestly. It's still very much the beginning. You're not even going up anymore. You're just immediately going back down. Yeah, okay, so see you later, buddy. I gotta keep heading up. One thing I'm actually really excited about is that my shout is actually going to be useful. Unrelenting Force will actually be able to do something. Fireball out. That was kind of pointless to shoot. I honestly don't know if fire does more damage against them since they're ice. Like, since they're made out of ice. I don't know if fire actually does more damage to them or anything. I'm so happy Unrelenting Force is going to be upgraded. That's always honestly like the first thing I do in Skyrim. Like, maybe the first thing I always do in Skyrim is I go and upgrade. I do the story quest to upgrade Unrelenting Shout to like a full Fusoda, and then I go do whatever I want. Like, you know, I go, like, I upgrade it enough to get Unrelenting Force, and then I just go do a bunch of side quests and ignore the entire story. And I just ignore the entire story of Skyrim. I mostly do a few side quests before coming up here. But I'm sorry about that. But I always like come up here, like get Unrelenting Force to its full power to get full Fusoda, and then I just go do a bunch of side quests and just ignore the entire story mode. Oh, there's someone else up here.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar. I was just outside Iverstead when it happened. It's an exciting moment. Nothing like this has happened in centuries.
Who are you?
Just a pilgrim. I'd prefer to leave it at that, if you don't mind.
Okay. I'm not gonna ask what she's doing because she's probably just meditating. I honestly don't know how I can read that when it's I don't know how I could read that when it's like inside her pocket. Oh no. Anyone who has played Skyrim knows what's coming up. Get firebolt. I thought this was the area. Yep, here it is. The frost troll that, for some reason, is extremely hard to kill. Like, this frost troll is like a mini boss in this entire area for no reason at all. Like, no reason at all. This thing is like a mini boss, which I took out pretty easily. But I normally have trouble with that frost troll. It's like normally like the biggest pain ever. No, this is actually something I've been wondering about Skyrim. Is if there is actually like 7,000 steps, or if that was just like if there is actually 7,000 steps, or if that was just a random number Bethesda made up. Because I know somebody out there most likely counted all of these steps to make sure it was 7,000. Because there's people out there who they would go to great lengths just to find like the smallest detail, which I don't really care that much about. It's just something I'm wondering. Should be right up here. Hrothgar. I do love looking over Skyrim on Hrothgar. Yeah, you can't really see it that well because of the clouds, but there it is. Put the sword away. No need to look like a no need to look like I'm going to do harm to them. I say that and I look like this, but got a quick save. Okay. Made it to Hrothgar. Go ahead and drop the supplies in. There we go. Take some food in what's over here because they don't need it. There we go. I'm positive they don't even come out. Let's go meet the Greybeards. When did they summon us? Like, what, episode 3 or something? They summoned us of this playthrough? And I'm not showing up to episode like 31.
So, the Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age.
I'm answering your summon.
We will see if you truly have the gift. Show us, Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice.
They were in sync with each other.
I am Master Angir. I speak for the Greybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here?
I'm answering your summon.
We are honored to welcome a Dragonborn to Hrothgar. We will do our best to teach you how to use your gift in fulfillment of your destiny. That is for you to discover. We can show you the way, but not your destination.
Okay, well, I'm ready to learn.
You have shown that you are Dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen. Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the second word in Unrelenting Force. Ro means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply. Ro.
Yeah, gonna have the second upgrade. I don't know why it takes a second for you to learn it.
But learning a word of power is only the first step. You must unlock its meaning through constant practice in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of Ro.
Thank you, Master.
Now, let us see how quickly you can master it. Use your unrelenting force shout to strike the targets as they appear.
Will do.
Who's wrong?
Well done. Again.
Who's wrong?
And I'm so happy. I'm so happy having upgraded Unrelenting Force.
You learn quickly. Once more.
Who's wrong?
Impressive. Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn.
Yeah, I want to apologize for my throat.
On your next trial in the courtyard, follow Master Bori.
Like, I want to apologize for my throat. I'm going to try and get as much of me clear my throat, like, edit it out so you don't hear it, but don't really know how well I'm going to be able to do that. My throat's just not being great right now. Sorry that you hear me clear my throat throughout this entire video. Frankly, that's what I love about these Let's Plays.
See how you learn a completely new shout. Master Bori will teach you Wold, which means whirlwind.
Because, like, that's what I love about these Let's Play videos very much. It's kind of just authentic.
You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a thing. Approach Master Bori and he will gift you his knowledge of wood.
Alright then. Let's actually equip this. Because I remember the first time I played Skyrim, I did not equip Whirlwind Sprint. And I was literally standing there doing Unrelenting Force for like 5 minutes.
A new shout.
Because I thought it auto-equipped itself.
The hrothgar will demonstrate whirlwind sprint. Then it will be your turn. Master Bori. Rex. Now, it's your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your whirlwind sprint to pass through before it closes.
Okay, here we go. But I remember the first time I played, I literally stood there for 5 minutes just shouting at this dude, not realizing that it doesn't automatically change shouts.
Your quick mastery of a new thum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself...
I thought it was this easy for everyone.
No, indeed not. But beware that your skill does not outstrip your wisdom. You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ostengraf. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return.
Okay. What does it mean to be Dragonborn?
Dragons have the inborn ability to learn and project their voice. Dragons also are able to absorb the power of their slain brethren. A few mortals are born with similar abilities. Whether a gift or a curse has been a matter of debate down through the centuries. What you have already learned in a few days took even the most gifted of us years to achieve. Some believe that Dragonborn are sent into the world by the gods at times of great need. We will speak more of that later, when you are ready.
Okay. There's only 4 of you?
5. Our leader, Paarthurnax, lives alone on the peak of the throat of the world. When your voice can open the path, you will know you are ready to speak to him.
Okay, tell me about the Greybeards.
We study the way of the voice, according to the teachings of our founder, Jürgen Windcaller. Very few are permitted to study with us here at High Hrothgar. But in your case, Dragonborn, it is a privilege to guide you towards mastery of your voice.
Who was
He
Jürgen
was a
Windcaller?
great war leader of the ancient Nords, a master of the voice, or tongue. After the disaster at Red Mountain, where the Nord army was annihilated, he spent many years pondering the meaning of that terrible defeat. He finally came to realize that the gods had punished the Nords for their arrogant and blasphemous misuse of the voice. He was the first to understand that the voice should be used solely for the glory and worship of the gods, not the glory of men. Jürgen Windcaller's mastery of the voice eventually overcame all opposition, and the way of the voice was born.
Alright,
Sky above,
we'll
voice.
talk more later. Yeah, I'm sorry about my throat, it's just not being great right now. But it's also why I kind of like these Let's Play videos. They're very, they're very like authentic. Basically all I do is I just start recording and playing, so it's like if my throat's not... If I have to keep clearing my throat, then yeah, it's annoying to hear, but it's kind of just like, it's authentic, it's like it's happening while I'm recording the video. Which, I mean, yeah, I could just edit it out. Oh. Got some cultists here.
You there. You're the one they call Dragonborn.
I am Dragonborn.
Your lies fall on deaf ears, deceiver. The true Dragonborn comes. You are but his shadow. When Lord Mirak appears, all shall bear witness. None shall stand to oppose him.
Okay, I need to be very careful not to hit anybody. Because there has been times where I'm fighting these cultists, and then I hit then I hit a guard, and then the entire town turns on me. So I need to be careful not to do anything stupid. That's not cultists. I'll just let them handle it. I'll just get in without hitting them. Because there has been times where I hit them by accident, and then the entire town turns on me. Board the vessel, Northern Maiden, dock at Raven Rock, take it to Windhelm, then begin your search. Kill the false Dragonborn known as Hylian Xbox before she reaches Solstheim. Okay. There's a Dragonborn DLC.
Destruction magic's fine. Just don't go burning down any buildings.
I won't. There's a Dragonborn DLC, which I might do this playthrough. I don't know. Unlike the Dawnguard DLC, I'm not a huge fan of the Dragonborn DLC, so I don't know if I'm going to do that one. Where's the other cultist? There was 3 of them. I have no idea where he is. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do the Dragonborn DLC. I'm not really a huge fan of it compared to Dawnguard. Like, Dawnguard is definitely my favorite DLC.
Wonder what it's
Not only...
now that they've been taken down a notch.
I was talking, but I'm not a huge fan of the Dragonborn DLC, unlike Dawnguard, which is not only my favorite DLC in Skyrim, but my favorite DLC that Bethesda has made. So, don't know if I'm going to do it this playthrough, but now we do have the Dawnguard DLC, so I'm going to end the video off here, and I think, you know, I think next time, let's go do the Break of Dawn, and let's go get Meridia back his beacon. So, see you all then.